I used to be scared to death of them. To the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from downtown. You heard? We had our own set of killers.
The Rap Cat Podcast.
Dame Impact in Harlem was nothing. Not to say it like that. Dame came up under hustlers that Impact was it. He was a little dude when it came to hustling in Harlem. He wasn't not no Rich Porter, none of that type of. He wanted to hustle. He wanted to hustle for Rich Porter and that. Dame from the East Side. We were in the East Side is different from the niggas from the West Side. Now for the East Side, Dame was a big deal to us because we were little when he was coming from the West Side. Little car, jewelry, and all that. So when you're young, he's looking like Rich Porter, but in reality, you know, he was like this. Nigga, go to the store, nigga, take a couple grams, get out of here.
The Rap Cat Podcast.
Big L, right? Big L had a name for himself. He was rapping early. He was signed early. He had some dangerous brothers. They was uptown, really shaking and moving. You dig? And that's not my part of town. I was uptown. You dig? Yeah, Cam used to be scared to death of them niggas to the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from downtown. You heard? We had our own set of killers.
The Rap Cat Pie.
First, find a steel drum and cut the top off of it. Next, you're going to want to drill 7.5-inch holes around the bottom for airflow. Then, you're going to want to get it burning really, really hot. Like all wood stoves and burn barrels, the first fire burns off the oils in the paints. This part takes about an hour.
That's about it. Just got his plate. He about to tap in.
I'm about to tap in.
Yes, I need your honest review.
I got collard green juice going down my hand.
Come on, talk to me. How's the cornbread? Thank you, sir. Trust me, how's your cornbread? Thank you.
No problem. Since I'm starting the year off at the top of your Explorer, are you not entertained? Since everybody want to put my business in the street, I might as well talk to you about my business. Right now, I am in the second phase of construction. We're not open to public. This is a raw space. I have not found out yet what I want to do exactly in this space, but in my mind, I was thinking of building like a little mart, but we'll see how that goes. Pull up, show you what we've been doing. I'm building a multi-purpose content creation facility for media, fashion, music, and broadcasting. We have a boutique in here, a boutique. We almost finished the loading, all fresh. The barbershop, that'll be done. Come on with it. I love free promo. As you can see, it's over space. This is actually a studio. It's almost done. One side. What we doing? The young boys usually be back there. The young boys don't feel no temperature. All they feel is opportunity. They still be here working in the midst of us working. So we're still in the midst of construction. It's not even half of it. We got a whole nother half to film on. But what I'm trying to say is, I've been happy to be able to invest in myself in something that I know is going to help a lot of other people, all creators, and young ones that's trying to come up to be a creative or have a creative ability that they want to know how to double down on. It's like an excellent school for all the fly people, if you say so yourself. So, you know, I appreciate the promo. I love free promo. You know, I ain't gonna miss a beat. You dig? It's cold in here.
Oh, really? Now you putting this on the gram? Everybody know.
Toughest nigga in Dipset is Freaky Zeke by far. It's not even close.
You're reaching now, coming at me. You need to be reaching for some kerosene. You need to be reaching for some coals. You need to be reaching for 2 rocks to strike them. I ain't even mad at you, brother. I am mad at the choices you make, though. Because those are all choices of what make, nigga. You can't afford to pay your rent and your heat bill. It's warm over here. It's warm over here. You know what, Jomo? Yeah, you're acting like a Jomo-sexual. Acting like a Jomo-sexual. Calm down, nigga. Yes, nigga.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV. UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as it's going down between Jim Jones and then Cameron and 50 Cent once again. If you remember this time in 2025 in January, we had the same exact thing go down as well. But once again, it did pop back up. And I had a link in the description where you can watch the clips at the beginning in full from the No Rap Cap podcast out of New Orleans, as they had Jim Jones on as a guest. And this is how this got started this time around, as Jim Jones was on there talking. They was talking to him about the history, Harlem, Dipset, everything that came from the culture out there. And you heard what Jim Jones said. Let's keep it all the way 100. Ain't nobody gonna like that. I'm expecting to hear something from Dame Dash as well. Him saying Cameron was scared. I most definitely expected a response. So Cam came to Instagram and threw up the post saying, hey, how you mad at me when your heat off and your rent is due? Said, I heard it was 7 degrees in the Bronx last night. And then that started an argument between them in the comment section. And that's when Cameron threw up the wheelbarrow tutorial to mock them for the heat and stuff. And in the comments, they started going back and forth. Mind you, 50 Cent is reposted everything too at the same time. It said, hey, you want to pull up and let the people see how soft you are, chump? Cameron said, hey, Jomo, you 50 and still want to pull up. I got the video of you breaking in your own studio trying to trigger the heat system and chasing your landlord around in his car because he want his rent. You are 50. Go pull up on the heat bill. Jim Jones says, do your shoe, punk. And then he said, hey, what's wrong, Campo? Your heat off too? I ain't know. It's hate for you to be 50 years old with no heat. What's your Zell, bro? I got you. He said, hey, A-Block know you soft. Cameron says, hey, yeah, but my heat on and I'm warm. You 50 years old, tough and cold, but dead Ado, Capo, is your heat off for real? Now, 50 Cent even reposted the argument as well and put, dang, Jim mad. With all this pressure, I hope he is all right. Cam is laughing at him. LOL, maybe they can start a fire and all stand around it. And, you know, they going back and forth, mocking it, doing the jokes on each other. And Freaky Zeke came in because he had laughed in the comments, I think, on the Cameron post. And that's why Jim Jones said, hey, Freaky, you soft too. And then Freaky responded and said, was I soft in Detroit when niggas was getting at us and you was using me as a shield? Tricks, G's too was there. And so with that going back and forth, Jim Jones decided to say, you know what? I'm using this for promo. Let me go show y'all my facility, as he did right there. And said, hey, thank y'all for the promo. This is the build that showed he got the different setups. And he been working on this for a minute now. And I don't know if it's two sides to it or is it a different building or what. But they said he don't have the AC up. I mean, he don't have the heat on in there, and it's cold in New York right now. We've been saying that 50 Cent was talking about they were squatters. They hadn't paid the rent. Cameron said he has footage of that as well. I will say this, they gonna go at each other. Anybody gonna feel away as a man, and you supposed to be like from just your ego and your man thing. Somebody talk about you like that on the podcast. Jim Jones will be upset if somebody says something like that about him on the podcast, whether it was true or not. But let's just keep it all the way 100. But I'll say this with Jim Jones' space, you know, just seeing going to warehouses throughout the years, the rent, you got to pay the rent. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, if you squatting on some like, hey, ain't nobody claiming it. This ain't nobody else's space. They just abandoned it, and you can find that loophole to go get up in there. I salute that. But if you actually talking to the owner and stuff, you got to pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? That's just what that is. That's overstood. That's self-explanatory. But when it comes to the heating system, I'm not in the New York climate. I know it's super cold out there. But when people have big warehouses, most of the time they get, unless they just got that major funding and backing, which is still, people still do it like this, where they'll just put the heaters or the units inside of the rooms or the areas where everybody's going to be at. And that's just how that works. Again, but it's still under construction either way. Who knows what Jim Jones is going to be able to do with this place. I actually like the idea, no doubt about it. Like, creative space, studio, recording, got the just whole little layout. I'm with that, where people can come record, podcasts, photo shoots, video shoots, all that type of stuff, talk shows. I'm with that. That makes sense. So it's a process, though. It's going to take a lot of time, but Jim Jones, he know how to capitalize on a moment. This is his lane. He threw the bait out there. They took it, and now Jim Jones is back in the algorithm. 50 Cent is always in the algorithm. And Cameron, hey, he got to say, don't play with me, Jim. Let's keep it all the way 100. That era, I love the era of all these, that early 2000s era. Them going back and forth is crazy right now at this point in time. It's entertaining, man. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.